Tom Gates, Happy to Help, Eventually, by Lise Pigeon, who is keen for you to read this book. I love weekends. The weekend is the best time to relax and do all the things I enjoy after a hard week of concentrating at school, which is very tiring. Amy working, focus. Marcus being annoying by poking me. When Mr. Fullerman told us in class that we could spend our golden time finishing off work or reading, I made this very important list. Things I want to do this weekend. Enjoy a big breakfast. Draw a new Dog Zombies t-shirt with Derek. Find a superhero costume for Leroy's party. Make a birthday card. Watch some good TV shows. Try a new flavour of crisps. Always good to do something new. Golden time is when we're allowed to do whatever we want. Just saying. Amy looked over my shoulder and said, "Nice list. Thanks." Marcus didn't agree, obviously. "Why are you even making a list?" he asked, "so I don't forget what I want to do." Then Marcus pointed to my number 4. I made a card with my amazing brand new pens already. "That's good," I told him. "I've got lots of pens in all different colours, so I drew a card for Leroy. I am very good at drawing." "Yes, you are, Marcus." Then he pointed out number 3 on my list. "I've done that one too. My costume is the best." "Of course it is, Marcus." I'd roll my eyes because everything Marcus does is the best, according to him. "Hey Tom, can you guess what I'm going to the party as?" he asked. "Go on, have a guess." Go on. Can you guess? Bet you can't." I wasn't in the mood for guessing games, so I made up something. You're going as Super Grumpy Hero?" "Huh? That's not even a real superhero," Marcus told me. "Are you kidding? Everyone knows about Super Grumpy Hero." "No, they don't. You're just trying to be funny." "Choosing the right costume is a serious business, Marcus, unless you're a clown," I told him, which made Amy laugh out loud. Marcus didn't laugh. "You'll just have to wait now. I'm not telling you what my costume is," he replied, a little bit smugly. "Okay," I said, as I really wasn't that bothered. This made Marcus even more desperate to tell me. "I could let you know because it's amazing, but I don't feel like it now," he smirked. "Fine, no need to tell me. I'll live." "It's such a good superhero costume," Marcus muttered, still not giving up. Amy got tired of listening to our endless chat about costumes and said, "Marcus is going as superhero Catboy, aren't you, Marcus?" "Amy, you spoiled my surprise. And how did you even know?" Marcus asked in a slightly cross way. Because you've told me. You've been going on about it for weeks," Amy reminded him. "That's because it's the best costume ever," Marcus said. Again. "Not as good as Super Grumpy Hero costume," I said and nudged him, but Marcus still didn't laugh. I decided to add 2 more things to my list. Don't dress up as superhero Catboy for the party, like Marcus. Spend more time relaxing, because that's what weekends are for. I wake up and open my eyes, and the first thing I see is the list I stuck to the wall. I look at number 1. It's a big breakfast. Excellent, I can do that right now. But there could be a problem. I can hear Mum and Dad stomping up and down the stairs right outside my room. It sounds like they're very busy moving things around and putting stuff away, which can only mean one thing. It's a tidy up Saturday! Oh no! Normally, I keep out of their way or look very busy, so Mum and Dad wouldn't give me any tiring jobs to do. It's happened before. "Tom, can you take these upstairs?" "Oh." "Tom, can you take these downstairs?" "Oh." "Tom, can you put away these dishes?" "Tom, here are some nail scissors to cut the edge of the grass. See you in 10 hours. Bye." I don't mind helping, but it's always at the wrong time. Like right now, when I want to tick number 1 off my list and make a big breakfast. Delia is a world-class expert at not helping out. Whenever Mum and Dad are doing a tidy-up, I've noticed she says things like, "Sure, no problem, I'll be down soon," then never appears. "Okay, I'm just taking a shower," and stays there forever. I would take out the bins, but I'm in my pyjamas. Like that's an excuse. Although I thought I might have kept on my pyjamas today, just in case. Peeking around my bedroom door, it looks like Mum and Dad are downstairs. The radio is on and I can hear Dad singing while he cleans. I say singing, but it's more of a weird warble. Mum thinks he sounds like a seal with a toothache. I agree, if that's what a seal with a toothache sounds like. As I'm on my way to the kitchen, I can see Dad through the crack in the door, vacuuming like crazy. Mum's plumping up cushions on the sofa in a very aggressive way. She's giving them a big karate chop, which is alarming. Boff, 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 boff. Mum, 10. Cushions, 1. While they're busy, this is the perfect time to make a big breakfast. Yum. The kitchen is already looking all clean and spotless, thanks to Mum and Dad's morning tidy-up. I start by searching for cereal and checking all the cupboards. I'm sure Delia has hidden all the good cereal. So I keep looking until I strike cereal gold. Yes! Crunchy Munchies! There's a brand new, unopened box of Crunchy Munchies, just waiting to be eaten by me. I grab a bigger bowl than I'm normally allowed and try to open up the cereal packet by holding it under my arm and ripping the top off. At exactly the same time, as the bottom falls open, cereal pours all over the floor. Oh no! How did that happen? Opening it upside down didn't help. I try scooping up the cereal with my hands, plonk some in my bowl, and then scrape as much as I can back into the box. The floor's clean, thanks to Mum and Dad. There are no bits of fluff or anything grim that I can see anyway. With the cereal under control, I help myself to some milk, then orange juice, which is tricky to pour. The juice doesn't want to go into my glass. It's trickling all over my hand and onto the table, and drip, 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 dripping onto the floor as well. Oh, what? I spot a couple of nice-looking clean tea towels that do the trick of wiping up the spills. I've done more cleaning than eating so far, and this needs to be changed. Fast! There's a loaf of nubbly brown bread that's covered in bits, so I leave that and grab the last 2 slices of white bread. Perfect for toasting and toast doodles. Pressing my fingers down hard into the soft white bread, I write Tom on one and draw a smiley face on the other. I put both slices into the toaster. A sneaky custard cream keeps me going while I enjoy the smell of the bread toasting. Unless it burns. I'm careful not to let this happen. In the cupboard, there are rows and rows of special jam that Granny Mavis makes. No one knows what's in it, but Granny keeps bringing us more because she thinks we like it. I think it looks suspicious and choose the squeezy honey. The toast pops up looking fantastic. I can still see my name nice and clear, even after I've covered both slices with butter and honey. I'm finally enjoying my handiwork when Delia walks into the kitchen in her pyjamas, clutching a bottle of water. "Morning," I say in a nice, cheery way. Delia makes no eye contact. Grump. Then her feet slip and she dramatically slides across the floor in a very impressive way. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, uh-oh. Whoa! Delilah grips her water bottle so tightly. A jet of water shoots up and soaks her in the face. Because I'm a nice brother, I pass her a tea towel first. And then say, "Hey Delilah, how was your trip?" Joke. "Very funny, Tom," Delilah says while wiping her face. "What's that on the floor?" "It's the water you just spilled," I say, pointing out the obvious. Now she's got bits of orange from the juice on her face. I keep quiet. "What have you been doing, Tom? There's cereal all over the place." "Is there?" I say, like it's a shock. "Have you taken the last 2 slices of bread?" she adds, peering into the almost empty bread bin. "No, I've left that brown, knobbly bread stuff." Delilah glares at it. "I'm not eating that. It's stale." "Here, have this bit if you want." I offer her a slightly nibbled bit of my toast that says on it. "No thanks. I like my toast without my little brother's fingers stuck in it." "Suit yourself," at least I offered. Grrr, 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 grrr. The noise of a vacuum cleaner going across the ceiling interrupts our chat. "Mum and Dad are doing a big Saturday tidy up," I tell Delilah. I guessed. "Do you think they'll ask us to do lots of jobs around the house?" "Probably, but I'm busy." "Busy doing what?" I asked her, but Delilah's already left. Bye. This feels like a good time to eat what's left of my honey toast, so I put it on a plate and head to the front room. Thanks to Mum's extra strong arms, the sofa and cushions are nicely plumped up and squishy. The rug feels all fluffy under my feet. They do a big, giant leap. My toast flies off the plate and then lands on the rug. "Honey sign down." Oh, I wanted to eat that. The toast now got bits of rug on it, and there's a sticky mess on the floor. I nipped to the kitchen to find a tea towel. Again, so I can wipe it up. Delilah's reappeared to have her breakfast. She's eating a bowl of my crunchy munchies and sighs when she sees me. "What have you done now, Tom?" "Nothing," I say. "Have you dropped your toast on the floor?" "No." "If it's been on the floor, don't eat it," Delilah tells me while she's eating cereal that's been on the floor. I keep that quiet. Obviously. I take the tea towel and try to give the rug a wipe, but I think I made it worse. The best thing I can do now is move the small table over the stain so no one can see it. There. All done. Sitting back down, I turn on the TV, and I'm just about to start watching it when Mum comes in looking a bit surprised. "I made my own breakfast," I said proudly. "It was tidy this morning. Now it looks like we've been burgled." "Delilah is very messy," I point out. Mum's staring at the table I move, so I tell her about Leroy's party as a distraction. "Hey Mum, I need to get a present for Leroy's birthday." Mum moves the table back to where it was, and I hold my breath. "I don't have time today." "Maybe Delilah can help. I'll ask her," Mum says and leaves the room without noticing the stain. Phew! I move the table back over the stain and carry on watching TV. It's an excellent new episode of the Jolly Fruit Bunch. Another thing ticked off my list. I'm just about to get a good bit when Delilah suddenly appears and turns it off. Click. "Hey, get dressed. Thanks to you, we're going out." "We are? Where?" "The shops. Anywhere we can get the present you told Mum you need," Delilah snaps. Then Dad suddenly pops his head round, There you are, it's Tidy Up Saturday. I can tell by your cheery faces that you're keen to help out. I need a hand with my windows and someone to hold the ladder. I would, but I'm helping Mum already. I'm taking Tom to get a present for his friend. You're both still in your pyjamas, Dad points out, but Delia has already left the room, once again avoiding doing any jobs. I'm going with Delia, I tell Dad. Then I follow Delia upstairs and get dressed so I can keep up with her. She even got to the bathroom before me. Annoying. Which of course she did. I wait outside and knock on the door to let her know that I'm waiting. I know this annoys her, so she'll be quicker. My knuckles are just starting to get tired when she comes out. You're lucky I haven't changed my mind about taking you out. Hurry up! I'll be quick, I say, then help myself to the nice clean towels in the super sparkly bathroom. All thanks to Mum and Dad. Again. Brushing my teeth and gargling with water while singing Delia's a Weirdo isn't easy. But I keep going. When I go downstairs, Delia says, "You took your time." I didn't tell her what I was doing. She was waiting for me with her arms folded and looking irritated already. "I'm here now," I say with a smile. As we're about to leave, Dad calls out, "Don't be too long. I still need some help when you come back." "Okay, Dad, we won't." I call back, and by the time I turn around, Delia was already halfway down the road. I have to run up to catch up with her. "Hey, wait for me!" "Listen to me, Tom. We're not going far, just to the local shops," Delia tells me. "Why not the shopping centre?" I ask, "as that much better for presents." "It's too busy. I don't want you looking at everything and taking too long. But I'll need to look around. I have to get something Leroy actually likes. Leroy's party isn't for ages, but I'm not saying that now." Delia sighs heavily. "What does he like then?" "The same things as me." I think for a minute, then give her a big list. Books, pens, games, toys, card games, nice chocolate, treats, T-shirts, dogs, movies, cheesy puffs, and magic tricks. Just pick one thing and we'll get that. "Where are we going?" I ask. "That odd household shop, that one that sells everything." "It's on the parade of that shops around the corner," Delia tells me. "An odd shop? Can't we go to a nice shop?" "Hurry up, Tom." I had to run up to catch with her again. Delia stops outside a shop, which is all kinds of household stuff, hanging up on the walls and around the front of the building. There are brooms, pot plants, plates, bags, umbrellas, funny figures that you put in garden. So many odd things. "In here," she says. "Really?" I pull a face at the odd shop, as it doesn't look like a good shop for a present for Leroy. Until we go inside. There's a welcome mat on the floor and hundreds of paint tins. There's an entire wall filled with toys, trick jokes, games, and lots of drawing stuff too. Find yourself something for your friend. Just don't get distracted. I'm already looking at a giant rubber snake that's got Leroy's name all over it. "No, not that," Delia groans. "Why not? It's perfect." I lunge towards her, holding the head of the rubber snake, because it's horrible and far too big. "Exactly, that's the whole point. I can't believe I have to explain that. find something else. Reluctantly, I put the snake back. For now. Walking around the shop, I studied everything on the shelves carefully. Why didn't I know about this place before? There's something for every occasion. Fake ice cubes with spider in it, good choice. Or a stick-on eye for your forehead. Even several sets of wind-up false teeth that walk around. After a lot of careful thinking, I choose 2 very realistic trick fry eggs and a pack of magic cards. Leroy will love them. Amazingly, Delia pays for everything and also buys some paints for herself. We're both happy with our stuff and leave in a good mood. Let's go, Delia tells me, jollily. But I spot something that makes my eyes open even wider. Look, Delia! Look at that art box! Isn't it amazing? I tell her. She doesn't seem that interested. I open it up to have a closer look. This art book has got everything I wanted and more. Inside there are pens, pencils, paints, rubbers, filter pens, soft crayons, and all kinds of art stuff. Every drawer I open reveals something amazing. I could use this to make my new Dog Zombies t-shirts and so many other things too. This is exciting. Delia puts her hand around my shoulder and tries to turn me around to leave. This way, Tom. But what about the art box? I say loudly. We've already got a present. No, not for Leroy, for me. I sigh and stare at it some more, then run my hands over the pencils that form a neat rainbow. Forget it, Tom. It's too expensive and it's not even your birthday. I'll buy it myself then with my own pocket money. I've got a money box at home and some change in there. Piggy bank. I have a rummage in my pocket and bring out a wafer wrapper. That's not going to buy you much, Tom, Delia tells me. Oh. I'm still staring at the art box when a little girl comes over and calls out, Hey, Dad, look at this art box. My hand is still holding the handle like it's mine. Her dad comes over and she looks at him with big, pleading eyes. Huh? And says, Can we get it, Dad? Please? It does look like it's got everything you need. Her dad tells her, I'm thinking it's got everything I need too. I turned to Delia and tried out the same pleading eyes. Come on then, let's go and buy it. It could be an early birthday present, the dad says. And for a moment, I think he's talking to me and I get excited. Yes! Only he's not. It gets awkward when I try and pick up the art box at the same time the little girl does. Let go of the art box, Delia tells me. Reluctantly, I do. It was the last one, I whisper, sadly, as the little girl takes it and her dad take the art box to the counter to pay for it. I sigh loudly. Gone forever. It's not the last one, Tom. I can see there's another one on the shelves, Delia tells me. I'm hoping this means she is about to become the best sister in the whole wide world and buy it for me. Bad luck, Tom. You can't have everything you want. That's life. Now let's go. But I don't want everything. I just want that art box. I tell her. But Delia's already had enough of my pleading eyes and has already left the shop. Aww. All the way home, I keep thinking about how I can get myself one of those art boxes. You're quiet for a change, Delia says. I'm making plans and thinking. Plans. That sounds dangerous, she whispers. Very funny. Look, Tom, Mum and Dad don't have the money to spend on art boxes right now. You might have to wait. I'm gonna try and buy it myself. I'll do every job I can do and earn more pocket money. Delia laughs. That's gonna take a long time. You'll be as old as Mum and Dad by the time you've earned enough money. Really? That old? Yes. How about you get a smaller art box? Delia asked me. Won't be the same. That's right. It'll be smaller, but that's better than nothing. I don't answer. When I get home, I look at my list and add in extra big letters. Earn enough extra money to buy the art box of my dreams. Then I check inside my money box to see how much I have in there. I turn it upside down and give it a good shake. Out comes, first, an old sweet, then a few coins, a paper clip, and finally a key to my diary. I've been looking for that. Now I can open it and read all my old secrets. Oh, saving enough money for the art box of my dreams might take longer than I thought. I'm happy to find the key to my diary, though. I will offer to help all the time, every day, for however long it takes, starting with right now, as it is Tidy Up Saturday after all. Mum is busy sweeping up the pizza cereal I dropped earlier. This is the perfect time for me to step in and offer to help. Hi, Mum. I can do that, or any other jobs you need, I say enthusiastically. You're too late, Tom. I've done it now. You could have helped out this morning. What's brought this on? Pocket money, I say, a bit too quickly. So I add, and I really want to be helpful? Okay. You want to do jobs for pocket money? Mum repeats. Yes, I'll do anything. Anything. I better make the most of this. You can hang out the washing. That's a good start, Mum suggests. This is an easy job. I can do that. I smile and look super keen. Great. And how about you clean up that stain you left on the carpet and try to hide it with the table as well? I pretend to look surprised and like it's news to me. Oh. What was the stain? She wants to know. It's a mystery, I say as convincingly as I can. Mum hands me some gloves, cleaning spray and a cloth. So I add, I'm always happy to help. Eventually, Mum watches as I keep spraying. Then I give it a good wipe. Getting there, Tom. Keep going, she tells me. It takes me a few goes, but eventually the stain comes out. This cleaning stuff is very tiring. Ready for the next job then, Tom? Mum asked me. Oh yes, I can't wait. I'm so ready, I say. I might even offer to help Delia. Then she will see I'm serious about buying the art box myself. Mum brings a basket of washing down. I'll put the washing powder in. Remember what happened last time you did it, Tom? In my spectacular school trip, really, I added too much powder. Sort of. I can do the rest of the washing though, I say with a confident smile. Mum talks me through what to do. Put the washing in, close the door and press that button. When it's finished, the light flashes and you can open the door and hang out the washing outside to dry. Got that, Tom? Mum gives me a very clear instructions. But the moment she goes back to work, I forget. The machine looks half empty to me. I'm sure I could fit some more stuff in there, like the tea towels for a start. I do a quick run around the house and grab any clothes I think could do with a wash. My socks, a few things from school, then I spot a big pile of Delia's clothes that she's left on her bedroom floor. Imagine how happy she'd be if you did all the washing for her. Thank you, Tom. You're the best little brother ever. That's me. I can see it now. Have some pocket money, Tom, okay? I'm thinking about Delia being nice to me for a change. I take all the extra clothes and shove them in the machine, which is very full. Then I shut the door and turn the dial onto super fast turbo extra hot. The washing will be done in no time at all. Once that's all done, I go and find Dad to see if he's got any jobs for me to do. So far, today's gone really well. I find Dad in the shed. I'm ready to help out. If you got any jobs for me to do, I ask him. We could have done with your help this morning, Dad reminds me. How tidy is your room? Very tidy. It's perfect. I say, it's not. Bedroom tidying doesn't count as extra pocket money. As we're chatting, a wasp starts buzzing around our heads, which is very annoying. Dad shoots it out of the window, which gives him an idea. Shoot! How good are you good at washing windows, Tom? I'm the best window cleaner ever. Great. You can clean the outside of these windows and I'll do the inside, Dad tells me. They'll be the cleanest windows you've ever seen, Dad. For extra pocket money? I add happily. Now I have 2 jobs on the go. I can almost imagine the art box of my dreams getting closer. The chart of art box of my dreams is just above the getting there section. Happy to help. Clean windows. I'm all set, I tell Dad. I've got a tiny sponge, a squeegee, a bucket of water, and a big yellow sponge. I've got everything I need to get cleaning. You know what to do? I nod. Dad goes into the house to make some phone calls and leaves me to wash the shed windows. This is going to be the easiest job ever. I start at the top of the windows and use both of the sponges at once. My arms are already starting to ache from all the moving around. It's not making the windows very clean. I'm just smearing all the dirt around. What I need is more soapy water. Washing up liquids from the kitchen will do the trick. I add a good squeeze into my bucket. Then I run back to turn the water on and it shoots into the bucket. Straight away, loads of bubbles appear. The bubbles keep getting bigger and bigger. Then they start spilling over the side of the bucket. This is exactly what I wanted. Loads of bubbly, soapy water. Every time I plunge the 2 sponges into the bucket and squeeze them, I make more and more bubbles. I manage to cover the whole side of the shed with as much foamy water. This shed is going to be so clean and so sparkling eventually. Using the sponges to draw bubbly pictures is a lot more fun than tidying my bedroom. Doodling and earning extra pocket money is a great way to spend my time. I'm thinking about all the things I'll be able to draw with the art box of my dreams. As I stand back to admire my bubble art alien, Bubble Rooster and Bubble Mr. Fullerman, I hear a familiar voice from behind the fence that gives me a bit of a shock. Hey Tom, what are you doing? Huh? It's June from next door. She must be visiting her dad. I haven't seen her for ages. Not since she moved school. Hey June, I'm cleaning the windows to make extra pocket money. What are you doing? I ask her. Watching you make a big mess, she says. I've missed June. Not. It's all under control, I explain. Doesn't look like it. You've got too much soap in your water and that bit over there needs a clean. It's all part of my plan. The more bubbles, the better. It's going to take you ages. But don't worry, I'll keep you company, June tells me. She stays and points out all the things I'm doing wrong. Eventually, I say, better go, I've got another job to do. Then leave with the shed still covered in bubbles. Annoyingly, June was right about the soap. You're leaving it like that? June asked me. Yes, I need to check on my washing. I hope she'll get tired, go inside and stop bugging me. Okay, I'll wait for you here then. Oh. No need, I could be a while. See you later. Hey Tom, are you still in a band? She shouts after me. Yes, I'm still in Dog Zombies. Why? Have you gotten any better? She says and laughs. June is hilarious. Bye, June. The washing machine has stopped and the light is flashing, so I know it's ready. I grab the basket and open the door to take everything out. The washing feels really heavy and looks a funny colour too. Maybe it's because the clothes are still damp? I hope so. It's a struggle to drag the basket outside to hang everything up. Mum and Dad make this stuff look easy. It takes me a while just to get one sheet on the washing line. Who knew this job should be such hard work? Not me. I do my best, and finally I get down to the bottom of the basket to Delilah's clothes. Or I think they're Delilah's clothes because they're all really small. I hold up a tiny t-shirt and trousers. Never mind, maybe they'll get bigger again once they dry. At least the tiny clothes won't take as much room on the washing line. That's something. I hang up all the tiny clothes to dry, then check on that June's gone before going back to the shed. Another job done. On the art box of my dream scale, it's in the middle of the getting there section. All I have to do now is wash the bubbles off the shed by turning on the water back on, full blast, which makes the hosepipe fly around like a snake. I just get it under control and aim it at the shed when another wasp decides to bug me by flying around my face. Ah, go away, wasp! I shout, go away! The wasp takes no notice and keeps circling around my face. Get lost! Ah, stop! You're so annoying. Go away! I yell just as June pops her head up from behind her fence and I accidentally spray water at her. Stop! What are you doing, Tom? June, I'm so sorry. I was aiming at the wasp. Look, there it goes, I say and soak her again. Stop spraying me with water. I'm telling my dad. June is very cross and stomps back up to her house, dripping wet. I'm sorry, June. I call out after her. Dad decides to pick this moment to come back and see how I'm getting on. Great timing. Bzz, bzz. The wasp finally leaves me alone. I managed to get the hose under control to give the shed one more last spray of water. Look, Dad, I finished, I tell him and point out proudly to all my hard work. Dad doesn't look that pleased. He turns the water off and comes running towards me. Oh no, Tom! You sprayed water inside the shed. Have I? Turns out I have. I watch Dad through the now super clean windows as he mops up the water from around his computer, chair, a bit on the table, some on the floor, some on the shelves, and a few other places too. He throws away some damp bits of paper that I'm sure aren't important at all. I wait for Dad to finish before saying, it's a good job that lid was on the biscuit tin. We should double check they're not soggy, don't you think? Which makes him laugh. Yes, Tom, we probably should, he agrees, and let me choose one from the bottom layer. Result. Biscuits always cheer people up. Job well done. Do I still get my pocket money, Dad? I check. Of course. After you cut the glass with these nail scissors, he tells me. I'm joking, Tom. Woo! It's only the scale on the art box of my dreams hasn't really moved. At all. Still in the getting there zone. Happy to help in the house. What have you been doing, Tom? Mum wants to know. Washing the shed and windows to earn my extra pocket money, I say proudly. And I've hung out all the washing too, like you asked me to. I've just got a call from June's dad, Mum tells me. Uh-oh. Did you spray June with the hose pipe and tell her to go away? Sort of. Yes, I can explain. Mum doesn't wait for me to finish. Oh, Tom, you should go and say sorry to June. It was just a wasp. I was trying to make it go away and it wouldn't leave me alone. June? No, the wasp. I accidentally sprayed her with water instead of the wasp, I tell Mum. You should still say sorry, Tom. I did, about 1,000,000 times. How about you make her a card then, to say sorry? You're good at drawing cards. What would Delia do in this situation? I would, but I have other plans. I tell Mum, who gives me a look. Nice try, Tom. Come on, she says. Mum heads outside. I think she's going to see if June's in the garden, but she stops by the washing line instead. All hung up nicely, I remind her. These have shrunk, Mum says, holding up Delilah's tiny trousers. I don't remember putting any of Delilah's clothes in the wash, do you? She asks, which is awkward. She could wear them like shorts, I suggest helpfully, and the t-shirt fits me now, which is a good point, I think. Everything's gone grey too. Mum has spotted the sheets now. It's a nice shade of grey, though, and won't show the dirt, I add, being very positive. The only way this could happen is if it was on a turbo hot wash. Tom? Mum just waits for me to say something until I have to blurt out, I only wanted to speed things up and be helpful. I can see that. Delilah will be delighted when you've done her washing, Mum tells me. Will she? No, Tom. I might have to ask her about pocket money later. Tiny t-shirt. Here are the sorry cards I made. One for June, featuring the annoying wasp, and one for Delilah, so she can't get too angry with me. Fingers crossed. Dear June, sorry for spraying you with water. Culprit, annoying wasp. Sorry, Delilah, for shrinking your clothes. Actual size. Happy to help make t-shirts. Derek comes around. He's brought some old t-shirts for us to draw dog zombie designs on. He spots my sorry cards and says, looks like you've been busy, Tom. I have, just trying to be helpful, but things don't always go to plan. I let him know, skipping over the details. Derek agrees. It happens. Then he sits up next to me at the table and brings out a drawing he wants to put on the t-shirt, which looks ace. Got any colours to draw with? He checks, as I've only used black for the cards. Upstairs, I quickly go and find a big box of pens. There are loads more colours, but some of the lids have broken off and the pens are all dried up. We do our best by pressing down really hard, but it's a lot of effort for not much colour. What we need is the art box of my dreams, I tell Derek. It's got everything we could ever want, and more. Sounds good. How do we get one? I've been trying to do extra jobs for pocket money, but it's going to take me forever to save up. How about we work together, do all the jobs and share the art box? What do you think? Derek asks. I think it's a genius idea. It could be our official Dog Zombies art box for the whole band to use, Derek says. He's giving up with the dry pens. I wish we had it right now. I add, we swap back to using the nice juicy black pens and draw black stars and the odd funny bug to cover up any stains on the old t-shirts. Top tip. It works a treat and our old t-shirts look great. Speaking of treats, 2 custard creams are the perfect reward for our hard work. See how to draw a t-shirt on page 249. It's only when we pick up the t-shirt that we both spot that's not the only thing we've been drawing on. Oh, whoops! The kitchen table has lots of black pen marks on it. Will they come off? Derek asks. I think so. It's only a pen. I give the table a wipe with a tea towel. I can still see all the pen marks, Derek tells me. So can I. A carefully placed fruit bowl, some mugs, and a few random forks cover them up. For now. I make another quick sorry card, just in case. So sorry about the pen marks. We'll clean them off. Or cover them with extra fun bugs. Derek is impressed at my forward thinking, and we spent some time wondering what other types of sorry cards we could make that might come in handy. So many. Examples. Sorry, I ate the last piece of toast. Do has this crisp instead. Sorry, I fell asleep when you were talking. Sorry, I made a face when you sang a song. I added to one card. Not sorry, I didn't eat the tuna sandwich. Tuna pong. Sorry for waking up everyone with my drums. I will get better. Sorry, I found you annoying. I'm going to give that to Marcus. Sorry, I was late. I blame my lack of interest. I find Dad and let him know I'm going over to Derek's house to do more jobs and just be as helpful as we have been at home. We're going to save up for the art books together, Derek explains, so we can make more t-shirts and posters for our band. Good idea. Just try and stay focused this time, Tom. And Dad says, but I'm so focused on the art box, I don't hear everything he says. Rooster is pleased to see us. He's covered in dust from rolling around the garden. Rooster! Mum and Dad might be outside. Let's ask them what jobs we can do, Derek manages to say as Rooster licks his face. I check what garden jobs they might want us to do, not cutting the grass with nail scissors. Don't be silly, Tom. Who does that? Me? Let's offer to do easy jobs, Derek suggests. Then we practice our extra keen faces to show Mr. and Mrs. Fingal how helpful we can be. So helpful. What's brought this on then? Mrs. Fingal asks. They were having a tea bake in the garden. We tried to be helpful, Derek smiles. For extra pocket money? In that case, let's have a think about what you could do, Mr. Fingal tells us. Then Mrs. Fingal says, Rooster could do with a bath. A bit too loudly. Rooster runs off. They suggest more jobs that don't sound great. Cut the grass with nail scissors? No. Polish all the boots and shoes? Defluff all the cushions? Clean the mould off the bathroom wall? Pair up all the old socks? We are losing our keen faces. Fast. Then Mr. Fingal says, Oh, I know. You can help me clean some of my vinyl record collection. Compared to all the other jobs, this one sounds like it would be fun. We'll do it, Derek and I shout enthusiastically. Great. Let's start right now. This is brilliant, I tell Derek. We'll be finished in no time at all. Or maybe not. Derek says what I'm thinking. How many records are there, Dad? Don't worry, boys. It's not my whole collection. Just those boxes and a few more over there. Oh no, this is going to take forever. Mr. Fingles wants to show us how to clean the records properly. Pay close attention. Hold the record like this and gently wipe with this special cleaner. Like this. Think of the art box, I whisper to Derek. It better be good, he whispers back. Rock classics, box 1. Disco classics, box 2. 1990s album, box 50. Once we get over the shock of how many records there are, we try and get into the swing of things. I slip each record out of its sleeve carefully. Then I hold it to Derek, gently cleans the dust off. Keep it up, boys, Mr. Fingal says and leaves us to it. We swap over when our arms start aching. This job is taking a very long time. It's hard not to get distracted by the record covers and putting them back in the right sleeves. It gets tricky, but we do the best we can. After what feels like ages, we clean all the records in all the boxes and finally get the job done. Mr. Fingal comes to see how we're getting on and is very pleased to see we've finished. Well done, you two. I didn't expect you to clean all the records. Now he tells us. Are you ready for the special reward, he says? Yes, we are, we shout excitedly while thinking of the art box of our dreams. Close your eyes and put out your hand, Mr. Fingal says and winks. So we do. He gives us a pack of caramel wafers each. Normally, I'd be really happy about this, but wafers won't help us buy the art box. I know how much you both love a wafer, so I thought you'd like a whole packet each for your hard work. Thanks, Mr. Fingal, I say, trying not to sound too disappointed. Derek's already eating a wafer and doesn't look disappointing at all. Sorry, Tom. I didn't know Dad would pay us in wafers, he says, in between mouthfuls. Cleaning records makes me hungry. He's right. I join in and eat a wafer as well. What should we do next, I wonder? Let's go and check what's in my money box. I'll put whatever I saved towards the art box, he said, which is brilliant. This could help a lot, I tell Derek as he takes his money box off his shelf and gives it a good shake. Sounds promising, he says. There's a good rattle. I watch as he opens it and out drops a few small coins, a tiny marble, and a key. We might need to think of something else to do, I tell Derek. At least I found my key, he says. We both eat another wafer while deciding what to do next. I look out of Derek's window and spot Mr. Akito's car, which I can see even from here is a bit grubby. I know, we can wash cars. Look at Mr. Akito's. That's great idea. Let's go over and ask him, Derek suggests. Bring the art box of our dreams just that tiny bit closer. It's almost in the nearly mine section. That's exciting. Happy to wash cars for the art box of my dreams. Mrs. Fingal comes with us to see Mr. Akito. I'm very impressed you both have the energy to wash cars after cleaning all those records. The wafers help, Mum, but we don't want any more, which is never something I thought Derek would say. When Mr. Akito answers the door, let's be extra enthusiastic. I suggest, so we are. Hello, Mr. Akito, we say in a very lively way, and get straight to the point. Hello! Mr. Akito, we're wondering if you'd like to get your car washed, because we're very happy to help. For pocket money? It's very important at that bitten. This is perfect timing. I'm visiting my mother tomorrow, and she likes a clean car, and it's not very clean, as you can see. You can start now. What do you think? He asks. We'll do it, we say straight away. Wait here. I have everything you'll need, Mr. Akito adds. I'm sure they'll do a great job, Mr. Akito. I'll be in the garden if you need me, Mrs. Fingal tells him and leaves us to get started. If we watch every car on our street, think how fast we'll be able to add up the money for the art box, Derek says. Why was Mr. Akito holding a pineapple, I wonder? Who knows, as long as it's not for us. When Mr. Akito returns, he's got 2 big yellow sponges, buckets of water, cloths, squeegees, and some spray. So much stuff. You'll need to use a lot of elbow grease to get a nice shine on the car, he tells us. We can do that, Derek says. Which one is elbow grease? I said, looking at the different sprays. It's when you put a lot of hard work into something, boys. That's elbow grease, Mr. Akito explains. I knew that, Derek says. Really? Nah. Mr. Akito tells us he'll be back with more clean water if we need it and leaves us to get on. Derek and I get to start washing, wiping, cleaning and a bit of flicking water at each other. I've done more cleaning in the last day than I've ever done, I tell Derek. My arms ache, he says. Think of the art box, I remind him. It's moving ever so slightly closer to the mine section on the art box of my dream scale. It takes us ages to get the car really shiny using the sprays and plenty of elbow grease. When we finish, Mr. Akito's car looks amazing. Mr. Akito is delighted with all our hard work. He's still holding the pineapple, which is a bit of a worry. Well done, you two. The car is so clean. All I can say is that you've both really earned this. Uh-oh. Pocket money, Mr. Akito finishes, and then gives us 2 envelopes with some change inside, which is our relief. We're so pleased he didn't give us the pineapple, we forgot to ask why he's got it. Mr. Akito gathers up all the car wash stuff and takes it back into his house, along with the pineapple. Thanks again, boys. My mother will be super impressed with the car. Cleaning cars makes you tired, doesn't it, Derek says. Yes, and there's no way I could clean anymore, even if we learn loads more pocket money, I tell Derek. I know what you mean. He agrees. We're interrupted by Annette, who lives at number 12 on our street and is friends with my mum. Hello, Tom and Derek. I saw you watching Mr. Akito's car and doing a brilliant job, she tells us. Thanks. Would you have a little time to come and wash my little car for pocket money as well? I'm not sure, Annette. We're a little bit tired, I explain. And hungry, Derek adds. I have snacks too, if that helps. What kind? Cheese puffs and chocolate cake? Only if you're interested. We let Mrs. Finkel know that we're going to Annette's house next, which is not very far. Luckily, Annette's car is a lot smaller than Mr. Akito's, and she gives us snacks before we start, which perks us both up no end. Thanks again, boys. It's so nice to have such helpful neighbours, Annette tells us, handing over everything we need to wash her car. This time, we skip the water flicking and just wash the car. It's still tiring though. My arms ache. My back. Oh. We keep on going until Annette's car is also clean and shiny, and we get to take home a little bit more pocket money to put towards the art box of our dreams. Great job, Derek, I say. See you later, Tom, he replies, and we do a very slow, slightly creaky high five goodbye. Aching. Ooh. The next morning, I'm still tired because I had a dream that the art box sold out. No! It was more like a nightmare. My legs and arms were also aching, still from all the car washing, which makes getting to the bathroom before Delia really hard. And she beats me there. Oh well. Slam! I don't mind, as I haven't seen her since she realised I accidentally shrunk her clothes. Dad's already up and reminds me that we're going to the cousin's house today. Did you forget? Sort of. I bet Delia's forgot too. Let me tell her, Dad says, and knocks on the bathroom door. Go away, Tom, is the first thing she says. It's Dad. Are you coming to see the cousins today? No. Why not? Someone shrank my clothes, so I'm going to the market with Avril. I keep quiet. Heading down to the breakfast slowly, I notice that there's a broom propped up against the bedroom door. Well done for washing all those cars yesterday, Dad tells me as I help myself to cereal. Well, I did offer to help out and do any job, I remind him. That's what we thought, so I've left out the broom to sweep up the leaves in the garden when you're ready. What? Now? Think of the art box of my dreams again. Have your breakfast first, Mum adds. The broom kind of stares at me while I'm eating. I really do want to help out, but it's still early. So eating my breakfast nice and slowly gets me into the right mood for some sweeping. Hopefully, this won't take long. It's not like there are loads of leaves in the garden. I like helping out, Tom, don't you? How long will it last? Who knows? Oh, there are more leaves than I expected. Seriously? So many. I get busy sweeping the 10 million leaves that have suddenly appeared into a nice neat pile, while Mum and Dad watch through the window. They wave and look very proud, which is nice. It takes a while, but it's another job done. Happy to help out the cousins for the art box of my dreams. The cousins, Auntie Alice and Uncle Kevin, are all waiting for us. Hello everyone, no rush, Uncle Kevin says as we arrive. Tom was being very helpful sweeping out leaves, Dad lets him know. He's been so busy earning pocket money and doing all kinds of jobs, Mum adds as we go in. Good for you, Auntie Alice tells him. You could wash our car, Uncle Kevin starts to say. Huh? But it was professionally cleaned yesterday. You probably noticed that already. Not really, I say, and Dad laughs. Did you hear that, boys? Auntie Alice asks the cousins. Tom's earning his own pocket money. I keep telling them to get them to tidy up their bedroom for pocket money, but there's always for an excuse why they can't do it, she tells them. The cousins keep quiet, and so do I. Then Mum suddenly says, Tom can help them. Can't you, Tom? Sorry? Hang on a second. I don't even tidy my own bedroom. Why would I tidy up for the cousins? Not even for pocket money. That's a great idea. You missed out on cleaning our car, Tom, but now you can help with their bedroom, Uncle Kevin says. You'll be happy to help, won't you, Tom? Dad asks, while Mum smiles with that proud look again. And the cousins are already standing next to me, like I've already said yes. We'll call you when lunch is ready, Aunt Alice lets me know. Thanks, Tom. You're the best, the cousins say like I don't have a choice. It's a bit messy though, they add. My bedroom is messy too, I tell them. Are you kidding me? The bedroom looks absolutely terrible. I can't even see the floor, there's so much stuff everywhere. Open boxes of games, books, clothes spilling out of their washing basket, trainings, shoes, socks. It's like their entire wardrobe is dumped on the floor. This is going to take forever to tidy it up. It looks worse than it really is, the cousin says. It looks pretty bad to me. Where do you want to start, they ask. Where do we want to start? We're doing this together, right? Oh, yeah. And we'll share our pocket money with you, Tom, they say, which is something. I'm looking around at the mess when I spot a big pile of comics in the middle of the floor. Let's start sorting out the comics first, I suggest. The cousins like that idea, so we clear a space and sit on the floor. The only trouble is, there's loads I haven't seen before, and we all get distracted by reading them. There are a lot of comics. I push aside their clothes and their stuff and get comfy. I get through nearly the whole pile when we're interrupted by Uncle Kevin shouting up the stairs. Lunch in 10 minutes! Can't wait to see your tidy bedroom! We'll never got pocket money now, the cousins say in a panic. We could do a tiny tidy in 10 minutes, I say, and the cousins look confused. How do we do that, they ask me. I learnt this from my sister. Delia is an expert at this stuff. When you're in a rush, like now, you do this, I explain, and start shoving a load of things under their bed. The cousins watch me and say, oh, we get it now. I do the same with the wardrobe. The cousins help me close the doors, then hide some more things under the duvets, in the washing basket, and under the table too. We like this tiny tidy, the cousins tell me. We're scooping up as much as possible and hiding it whenever we can. The nice long curtains are an excellent place to tidy piles of games and books. The cousins and I work together, and before we know it, the bedroom looks much better from a distance. We finish just in time for lunch. Auntie Alice keeps congratulating me on getting the cousins to tidy up. I take the praise and say, it's just nice being able to help out, especially when they share their pocket money. You're a good influence on them, Tom, Uncle Kevin tells me. It's all down to good parenting, Dad enjoys pointing out. And you can tidy your own room now, Mum suggests. The cousins smile and give me a look. We've learned a lot from Tom. He's got some very good tidying skills. When I was your age, kids, I was always doing jobs, Uncle Kevin announces to everyone. You cleaned Mum and Dad's car once with a metal pan scorer instead of a sponge, and you left it covered in scratches, Dad tells him, and then he has a good laugh. I don't remember doing that, says Uncle Kevin. I do, Dad chuckles. I think we should go and see this tidy bedroom after lunch, don't you think? Auntie Alice says. That's definitely something I want to see, agrees Mum. The cousins nudge me and whisper, don't worry, we got this. Uh-oh. Okay, you've seen it now. Impressive tidy. Well done, boys. Good job. Let's go. They managed to do an excellent job of casually blocking everyone from looking too closely in our tidy. Right now, you've seen it. Let's go, they say, and close the door quickly before anyone can go in. I'm impressed and relieved. As promised, the cousins share their pocket money with me, bringing the artworks of my dreams a little bit closer. The scale is moving very gradually, but still getting there. On the drive home, Dad's tried to get the music on the car radio and is fiddling with the dial. That was a nice lunch. Trust Kevin not to remember scratching up the car, he says with a good laugh. Oh, I do like the song, I call out, and some loud music blares out. Maybe not. Dad puts on some quieter news, which suddenly mentions Oakville Town. Turn it up, Frank. We might need to hear this, Mama says. So he does. We listen as the announcer says, Oakville Town will miss the fierce storm with its high winds and rain that is going to cause chaos. A warning has been given for Storm Delia. Did they just say Storm Delia? I need to check this because this is big news. I think they did. Sounds like it's missing our town. Luckily, Dad says. Why do they need a name as Storm after Delia? I can think of a few reasons, Mum says. The weather people always give bad storms names. Bad enough for the school to close? I said, slightly, hopefully. You heard the radio, Tom. They said it won't be coming to Oakville Town. I pull up outside our house and run to share the news that Delia, now she's the famous Storm. Delia, you're a storm! She's delighted. Brilliant. That's just what I need. Then I put my well-earned pocket money into my money box, which is filling up nicely. The list I made for having a relaxing weekend hasn't exactly worked out, but I've still got the afternoon to do something fun. I make another t-shirt using one of Delia's shrunken ones that fit me perfectly now. I can wear it while I'm helping out. Only this time, I put extra paper on the table when I'm using my nice black pens to draw on it. Top tip. Helping in my own special way. I can't wait to have more colours from the art box of my dreams. Just saying. Looking out of the window, I can't see any sign of Storm Delia, although it is a little bit windy. It's making the washing line move a little bit. It says it's good drying weather. I make a sign to put in the front window for Derek to let him know that I've earned some pocket money. He's happy about that and puts up his own sign. I can't wait to tell Derek about the Storm Delia tomorrow when we meet at school. I made more pocket money. Yeah! Zzz. During the night, something amazing happened. I had the best night's sleep ever and I feel great. Right up until I look out the window. What happened? All the leaves I carefully swept are everywhere and now the garden looks like a total mess. Almost as bad as the cousin's bedroom. There are broken twigs and leaves flying all over the place, flower pots tipped over, broken plants, and the washing line's empty as all the clothes are scattered everywhere. I get dressed fast and go on and see what everything else is looking like. Looks like up to Storm Delia didn't miss Oakford's town after all. From the front room window, I can see that Mr. Akito's car is covered in broken twigs and leaves. Our hard work was a waste of time. Oh no. Then I spot something else right at the top of the tree, flapping around in the wind like a flag. Only it's not a flag. It looks like a pair of pants. My pants. Oh no. Thank you for listening to this audiobook. I will put up the second part of Tom Gates, Happy to Help, as soon as possible. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.